Good day, my ladies and my gents. Thought I would give an update on this Jimmy that has been. If a kit could fight, this one's a world champion. I was going to do it last. I think probably probably around last Christmas, New Year's. Looked at it, saw the amount of work that I was going to have to do on it to carve it up to get it to be halfway straight, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. So I put it back up, dug it out here. What, a couple of weeks ago now. We can have something like that. And started working on it. I've had life intervene in the meantime, a bunch of stuff I've needed to take care of. And do yourself a favor. If you're doing pork chops and you're not sure of them, excuse me, and they're not quite, you don't think they're just quite, don't think that um, cooking them a little extra is going to take care of them. It don't. Chuck them. Trust me on this. I wound up spending much of the day the other day, on the in the bathroom, and in the process, I wound up pulling some muscles in the bottom of my back. I'm sitting up against a heating pad now because that makes it feel better. So, yeah, um, feel no shame for throwing old pork chops in the trash. It ain't worth it. Trust me. So, uh, that being said, this thing, I finally wound up getting a fair amount of progress in it, especially over the last few days. Doing the dashboard which I did the other day, showed that. I got it put in. I'll show it in a minute. But talking about first of all, the tires and wheels. I wound up using the kit hubcaps and inner wheels because I was going to use a set of VCG. I think he called them Defiant with Firestone tires. I got them painted up real pretty, put together, got it all set up to mount in. Realized I didn't have them set right after I got them glued in. The process of trying to get them back off in order to fix them, I broke one of the wheels. I got it put back together. I got to looking and realized that to get them to actually be able to work is going to be a much bigger hassle than it was worth. So I gently put them back aside and got out the kit stuff. Whoops. The tires are from the Revell Bronco, the first gen, the one with the blue on the cover. I picked up, oh, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago, Hobby Lobby. They had a kit there that somebody had actually built part of. They put together the frame, engine, drivetrain, axles, and got all that put together, but not painted, and then somehow brought it back and got a refund, I guess. I don't know. But it's wound up on their shelf. So I got it for $5. I wanted it for the much as anything for the parts, including the tires. They're a lot better than the street tires that the kit comes with, and or the drag tires. I mean, my golly, who races a Jimmy? What kind of call is that? At least not drag racing on pavement. I mean, come on. So I used that. I wanted a bit of an off-road beast, so I got the VCG 350 small block. It was a stock engine. I put the backdraft headers on it, the six pack manifold with, those are Stromberg 2-barrel carburetors. Uh, I don't have the engine fan on yet. I'm waiting to kind of see if I've got enough room to put the fan clutch in it as well as the fan, or just the fan. I think it's going to be just the fan right on the. But so I got that all in, and uh, going on with the drivetrain, had to do some adaptations. I used a short, I don't remember which transmission it was now, but it was a very short one, and it was designed for a lower gearing, which you would need for off-roading. And I had to move the cross member for the transmission mount from here to here. You can kind of see where the little bolts are that like to match up with that. And then I had to cut it here and invert it to give clearance for the drive shaft. Now, because I use such a short transmission, this is 10 millimeters shorter than the drive shaft. So as I said, I should have used the longer one. So I had to cut down the drive shaft 10 millimeters. And the reason I had to invert it was because the drive shaft wasn't going to fit under the cross member. So I did that and I got it to fit. Hey, wow. Of course, I needed to have now a longer drive shaft here than what the kit had. So VCG resin, those U-joint kit that I got that I showed you the other day, that's these. This is aluminum tube. It's comes in 3 parts. I got it at Hobby Link, and they're designed. One fits inside the other, fits inside the other, and so I did this to make a custom drive shaft, mainly so that when I glued this end, I had this pulled up to get it in place, and I put some glue on it and pulled that down so it glued into the back of the transfer case. And I couldn't do it if that was solid, so I made that to where it would slide in and out, just like in a real drive shaft. Oh boy. So anyway, dashboard, you can, well, let's see if let me zoom it so we can get a little bit better look. I added I painted in a couple of red lines for the needles, and you can just see the little green lights for the turn signal indicators. Tachometer, VCG resin tachometer. Did the same thing with it as I did the dashboard. I painted it Molotow and then put in some black wash in it. Then I painted the needle red. Had a little bit of fun. The grenade gear shifter and the little shorty guy for the transfer case. Those are both VCG resin. Steering wheel, the truck's 80s. Josh calls it an 80 style truck. So I got that. Then we're going to look at the interior. That's a Gopher Racing racing harness set. Get a little bit of light in here. And it photo etch, and it comes with the belting. Interestingly, it comes with 2 different size belts here and down here, because these are too narrow for the wider belt, interestingly enough. But it wants you to go and loop up and around through like this, up and around, go up to the mount, turn around, come back, loop back through again. It don't work that way. The slots in here are simply too narrow. They just won't fit. So I just ran them through, just glued them in place. VCG resin center console instead of the kit console. I thought that would be a little bit more fun. Of course, you need to have a roll cage if you're going to have racing harness. So I fabricated a roll cage. And it's not the most perfect. It's not the straightest, but I'm just having some fun with this one. So got it done. Of course, you got to have a 6-pack. You got to have a hood scoop. There is enough clearance for me to mount that without cutting that open. But you're going to have a high performance engine. You want it to be able to breathe a little easier, and you want nice, clean, or cooler air anyway coming in. So I cut out the cutout that they provide here in the kit, and I got this to fit. So everything there came out real nice. It just needs a coat of clear on it. Body decals for the lights just wouldn't fit. I got a little bit more detailing I need to do on that to make it look right. So Molotow chromed it, painted it with Tamiya clear, yellow or orange and red. The wood grain like I did on the dashboard, but the molding, see if I can get it to zoom a little bit. A lot of that grain you see in there is molding. Kind of came out pretty nice. And with the brown underneath, it came out a little darker. Of course, the Molotow chrome. Did the same thing with the windshield. A little bit of black weather stripping around it. 0.1 millimeter marker. Same with the vents. And funny part was, I spent better part 20 minutes last night trying to find the chrome inserts for the taillights. Couldn't find them. Then I actually looked at the instructions. Oh, you paint them. So, Molotow chrome. Boy, I love that stuff. Got a little bit of other painting. I've got some other stuff to do. I've got some other bits and parts to put on it, and I will highlight them when I get this thing done. So, anyway, I will go ahead and end this. I've been trying to get it down below 20 minutes, and this is about the best I've done. So, anyway, I will visit with y'all next time. B-Tex, signing out.